everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has definitely been a while. I'm going to close the door. It has definitely been a while since I recorded. It's because I was traveling and to be honest, life is very fast-paced at the moment. I cannot tell what's happening sometimes. Let me know if you're also facing this right now, because I'm sometimes like, all right, this opportunity was not planned, and I'm like living a life of like less planning and more kind of like intuitive based, which is great. It does have some sort of planning, but you know, like but it won't be like months and months in advance. It would be more like, okay, a couple of weeks, maybe like just that week. Some days I'm waking up and I'm thinking, what do I feel like doing today? And I know that's such a privilege, but yeah, it is a privilege that I get to do that. But lately, life took over, things just took over, traveling, helping out with family stuff, and I will be traveling again actually at some point, because I haven't seen my family, so this is kind of nice. Right, I somehow intuitively just started the reading anyways because I was flipping the cards, but I want to know what's happening this week. And oh my god, wow, okay, so I want to know, I'm just looking at the cards. I have the Light Seers Tarot deck, and the two cards just jumped out, and they are brilliant cards. Before I get into it, so this week's reading, I want to just see what we are getting. And right now, this is a message probably either for someone, for a lot of you who've watched it, considering this came out so quickly. And it is the card of 9 of Pentacles here. Oh, I don't know if they can see it. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. This is an amazing card. It's a card of like abundance, being happy with yourself, having the resources that you need to be happy with yourself. You know, you're just happy with yourself. This is more like a great, like happy, independent, single life kind of card. This is what you have been doing, and it's been great, and it is great. And for some of you, this is coming. If that's what you've been trying to like get to come into your life, this is what's coming next. 6 of Wands, absolutely like a card of victory. Gosh, this lighting is a bit off. Okay, here, I'm gonna I need to figure it out. Okay, maybe you can see it. Definitely need to sort out this lighting. Yeah, 6 of Wands is like a card of like victory, like it's also public recognition, being noticed for your efforts. For some of you, this will be, if you have just built a social media presence, you're being noticed a lot more, and it's yeah, you're being kind of like admired online and kind of being looked at, and people are thinking like, oh, what are they doing? You know, this is so cool, and like what they are, and also that they are looking good. So maybe you're also just in your era of beauty, and a different kind of beauty, you know, that is more like independent, free energy, you know, that phase of your life. That's what you're either entering into or you already are in, and it's just amazing, and you're being recognized publicly for it, and people are admiring you for it. So this is, yeah, that's brilliant for some of you. Oh my god, okay, that's way too many cards, but one of the cards that jumped out is, okay, I'm just gonna take these two because that was a lot of cards. Is the Empress. Wow, okay, this reading is divine feminine energy, definitely. I can't believe the cards, they're all very beautiful in their feminine energy, kind of yeah, and it definitely more in the feminine. I don't mean women by that, I just mean our feminine energy. I know it's been like heavily trending right now on TikTok, YouTube, and everywhere. It's because we are in that era, like there's a reason for it. And the reason why it's coming up is because well, we are entering a phase of in our lives which is just where more people are awake, more people are noticing their power and that we don't need to hustle anymore, which is what people have been doing and perhaps still do. I know for me it's really hard, like even though like I don't work full-time for anyone, I work for myself and I work part-time with my dad, and it never feels like four, and I relatively have my routine, you know, placed on my schedule. I still find that it's really hard to get out that hustle mindset, because I still tend to fill up the day with certain tasks, and then I'm exhausted, and that burnout cycle is really hard to get out of the body. To truly relax is hard because it feels like we have to be doing something to attract something. I mean, I've definitely had this recently, you know, where I keep thinking, oh my god, I need to do more for my business, I need to build more online presence, I need to do this, but at the same time I'm just a bit exhausted, you know. And that's also because I've prioritized health quite a lot recently. Those of you who know about Zoe, it's like this glucose monitor, and then you do like certain tests for it, and it monitors your glucose levels and recommends food based on that. It's going to be brilliant. I've just finished the testing phase of it. I also have ordered an Oura Ring. Oura Ring is like kind of like a Fitbit or Apple Watch or something like that, just to monitor your daily sort of oh my god, running out of words, like variables, you know, your heart rate, your sleep cycles, and what I liked about Oura Ring was that it also tells you about your periods. That's also included in it, a women's health section. So I've just been focusing on all of that and trying to get my health really in top priority, because that is what is in my top priority right now. And sometimes I do go a bit overboard with this perfectionism and trying to like get all this data, because I just like to look at this data and to see where I am currently and how I can improve. So that's something that has been going on for me, alongside a shift in like the role that I have been doing, which is I now work more so in sales and trying to run my business, basically because I love doing tarot readings for people and I want to do more of them. So that's something has been kind of also on the forefront, and yeah, so it's a lot of changes, but I have to remind myself that the reason why I left my full-time job was because I was burnt out, you know. I was burnt out because I was just doing too many tasks, and it's time to break out of it, especially if you're manifesting. Manifesting through hustling is just not going to work as well this year, because we are in a new era. This is something a lot of readers, spiritual leaders, even just in kind of like daily life, you're going to notice it a lot more, that people are trying to slow down more so. And people are choosing more routes of entrepreneurship, working for themselves, choosing, rather than making like £1 million, dollars, you know, people are actually choosing more, or redefining success, which means they are redefining, well, what does it mean to be rich? And for me, I feel rich because I can just wake up and do what I want to. I can take care of my health right now. I have gym membership. I have my family around me. So all these aspects are already met, and I feel very, and I can travel, you know, and I have the ability to do all those things. It's almost like perhaps like a stress caused by too many positive opportunities. So we may also sometimes end up in that side of things, saying yes to too many things, which I know I need to get better at prioritizing and what I want. And yeah, and that's actually what leads us to our next card, which is Two of Wands, which is planning for the future, maybe even travel plans. Maybe that's what you are meant to do. Maybe you're meant to take a vacation. I know I just took a vacation, and well, it wasn't really a vacation. I was still working on it, but I did get some time by the pool and just by the sand and the sea, and I didn't realize that I was in go mode until I was there, and I just crashed. And I took really like mornings to just allow myself to recover and not feel like I have to do a lot of things, you know. And sometimes just even admin tasks. I cannot tell you the amount of times I have forgotten a password to something and I've just been like, I need to remember the password again, and it's just a stress because I need to like reset it, send the email again, and then get it back to me. And it's just, it takes a lot of energy. This digital world is sometimes hindering us, and it definitely is hindering me at times recently, for sure, because I've just felt like, oh yeah, it's time to just stop in a way, you know. Yeah, so I talked a lot there, so I needed to like pause. Okay, but yeah, someone is going to be making vacation plans, because that will allow you to be more so in your feminine and allow you more to really like get into practice of balancing your life rather than go hustle mode. I also got this message right now because, so there was something on my to-do list, and yes, I do make to-do lists. It's just something I have done so much and I can't stop doing it, and it's way much better now that I don't make them as much, but I just grew up with that, you know. When I was just very young, I used to make this, and I think it's just my brain needs regular like dumping of all the thoughts and things that need to get done. I'm easily overwhelmed and stimulated by environment and things that go on around me, so that's just my way of coping through it. And I do less of it now because of my routine, because I have intuitive days more so, and I lead more with intuition. So the point I was making was that if in this in last couple of weeks, actually even months, there was a task that needed to get done, and it was I needed to pay off radio, like in Germany when I was living there. Those of you who don't know, I just moved from Germany last month to England, back to England, which is my home country, and there was just this task that was just looming at the back of my mind, and I tried to sort it out several times. Sometimes I just couldn't reach the right operators. They were busy sometimes it would put me through this like automated machine, but my issue was something completely different that couldn't be solved. They didn't have an email address, and I was so frustrated. I was like, I just want this gone. This is just a looming issue in the back of my mind. I don't know what to do. So on Monday, I come back from my vacation from LA and from sunny California, and this is not something really on my mind. And I have received a letter at my address in England, which basically talks about, oh, we have closed your account and you just need to pay whatever is left on it, which is what I had been wanting for like the last couple of months. So the point I'm trying to make is that waiting for something to unfold in itself is the only thing that you need to do, and be ready to pounce at the right moment. You don't, like, I was putting this thing on my list like every day, I need to get this done, I need to get this done. I may as well not have done that, because the letter arrived at my house, and you know, and then I paid off the thing, and now it's closed, and case closed. And for months I was just worrying, how the hell am I going to pay off? Authorities, you know, I've got this looming thing in the back of my mind. So whilst it's good to finish off tasks, to get them off your list, if certain things are not getting done, it means it's just not time for them to be done yet. Things are going to be sorted out. And the way I get it sorted out is, and I do remember doing this before I went on my vacation, was that I was like, you know, to either like God, spirit guides, like myself, the universe, I was like, universe, could you please help me sort this out. You know, I am packed with all the other things that I need to get done, and this is a task that I just really can't be asked to get it done anymore. You know, I've put the effort in, I've contacted the right people, I just can't reach through to them. So the right timing will come. If you've tried your best, if you've done everything and you feel like it's still looming, it just means you can't really do much about it. You hand over that responsibility to the universe and to your guides, and you ask for help. And that's something that is a big lesson that we are learning, because a lot of women these days are hyper independent. We can do a lot of things ourselves, and I think that's what it's saying here. You know, you have been in this phase of like very independence, and it's a beautiful phase, recognized in public, and all these like sort of badass energy, looking great, just very like dressing up how you want. It's a great phase of life. But if you're wanting to step into the next phase, which is even more, what's the word, effortless, then you need to be more in your Empress energy, the divine feminine energy. That's what you need. The divine feminine is what is being called to you. And that may involve you taking a vacation. Right, that was quite a long message. Let's just get a couple more cards, and then I'm going to end this reading. Okay, I got, right, 4 cards. So the first one that came is 3 of Pentacles. It might be time to collaborate with someone. 3 of Pentacles is usually collaboration. Collaborating with someone on, oh God, yeah, this is an interesting card. It came out kind of quickly. Collaboration. This is what I was saying earlier. You need to ask for help. So asking for help, to collaborate with people, to delegate tasks is your next task. To delegate as much as possible so that you're the one kind of managing and like, you know, like kind of attending when the attention is required, but otherwise you are delegating and you're collaborating with a lot of people, because you can't do everything all by yourself. It's too much. It leads you to be in your masculine and even be in your survival mode, which can lead to different body ailments. And I've been there, truly been there. And it's a path I refuse to take anymore, because I've been there and really, I was injured quite badly, which knocked me off for like 3 years. And it's still something I'm dealing with, the aftermath of that. So it's a hard lesson that I learned, and still learning how to just slow down. Right, 5 of Cups. You already have everything that you want, but it's time to get your gratitude journal out. All the cups here are turned over. Maybe this person, whoever this is, they are focusing on what is not good in their life, when there is just a treasure lying right behind them, you know. It's yeah, it's really like time to focus on what you are creating, which is when we got this Magician card. Focus on the future rather than the past things that have happened. That's going to be crucial right now, because that's what is stopping you actually from creating your new life, and it requires your complete focus. And we did get Queen of Swords, which I absolutely love. This card means you're going to have to get your dark feminine side out. It's going to be so important in the next phase, because either you have gone through some massive expansion and spiritual growth. I know I have, and it's just changed my belief systems from the core. It's been quite transformative time for me. Last couple of months, it's just shook my belief systems that I've had from childhood, and I can't believe I was carrying those beliefs with me. But it also means recognizing those and really looking at them. Now I feel like kind of invincible. I feel like it's time to create, and I can create whatever I want. Having that knowledge and having those hard lessons and being kind of like smacked in the head by the universe, you know, that sounds a bit like much, but you know what I mean. Those were some hard lessons, but you are going to be required to be in your dark feminine energy. If you don't know what dark feminine energy is, it is more of your someone who sets the boundaries. It's something that is protecting you. Think of goddess Kali from Hinduism. That's the energy. Perhaps not the visual representation, but if you want to know more about it, have a read up on what Kali represents. It's all about boundaries, protecting yourself, not walls, boundaries, and really standing up for yourself no matter what. I recently had a situation at the airport when I was coming back from LA to back to England, and I was going through the security, and I was like putting my stuff, and this woman comes behind me and she starts like taking one of the like trays to put our stuff in, you know, to go through the security barriers. And previously I would have said, hi, could you like please wait? This time I told her, you need to wait, you're being rude, like, you know, I'm not done yet, you're not, like, why are you like standing right behind me? And she was actually taking up my space, you know, she was just so close to me, and she like tried to reach through, and I was just like, you need to wait back, and you're crossing my boundary. And I was so surprised that that came out as not aggressive, not at all, but like just very firm, not like confrontational, but getting to a point that if you don't stop what you're doing, I may have to get confrontational. It's that kind of energy. And I think it's really, really important these days, because we are, well, I mean, there's just so much that I can talk about right now, but I'll do that in another video, and everything that is happening in terms of, well, just our world, and how a lot of men have been in their divine feminine era too, and how it's just led a lot of women to just burn out. And it's and I see it everywhere. I don't see many women just relaxed and resting. And this is the main message that has come up in this reading, which is it's time to rest. It's time to rest. This is not just for women, but I'm talking more about your feminine side of things. There are many men who are also burnt out, and I see it, and I see you as well. So it's more a call for everyone to really notice that part of yourselves, you know, really notice that part that is just on survival mode and overdrive. You know, it's time to tend to it. And if you feel like you can't tend to it, and you need to like someone to facilitate that, you can book a Reiki session. That's absolutely brilliant in facilitating that. Someone really giving you the set time to cleanse your energy, to really cleanse your chakras, and give you this gift of healing, gift of just being just yourself, just being, you know, not doing, just being. And that's it. Okay, so that's the message I get. Right, I'm going to do the last couple of, yeah, we've overrun on this reading a bit. Normally I'm getting it. Oh, I love this card. Okay. I'm using the Tosha Silver Wild Offering deck. So I got 2 cards here, and I'm going to take all of them. How perfect. I just was talking about divine feminine energy, and we just got the card of divine timing. I'm going to read it out to you. The divine brings things in the timing that we need. Nothing comes before we are prepared, nor leaves too early. May I always trust your perfect and holy timing, dear Lord. So this is the message we have got here. So it's time to trust the timing. If certain things are not working out, certain things are not happening as soon as you would like them to, there's a reason for it. There's perhaps certain information or certain spiritual growth that needs to be done before you can do that. The next card we got is empowerment. Oh my God, this lighting. Empowerment here. Right. When you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self, dear Lord. Okay, so this card of empowerment is indicating to really pretty much exactly what I was talking about within this situation where I had no control over this paperwork, you know, that I had in Germany, and I was trying to get it done, just wouldn't reach the people, automated messages, and it was just so frustrating. And yet I just arrived back from a vacation, had this letter delivered to my England address. I don't even know how they got the address. I think it must have been like when I deregistered, and they I don't know how it works, but it worked, and I didn't need to do anything in the meantime because they just said exactly what I need to do. The account is closed. I just need to pay off the last bits of, you know, the payment, and that's it. And that's what I did, you know, and it's more that you ask the divine to take over when it seems too overwhelming. Some tasks just don't need to be done. It's just a way to like feel like that you're getting things done, and to feel that empty feeling, you know. But that empty feeling can be achieved within reason, you know. You don't need to keep getting it done. One task at a time is plenty. Is plenty. And everything is indeed happening in that divine timing. All right, I think that was a brilliant, brilliant reading. All about the divine feminine energy. It's all our focus on creating the new, and that can only be done if you ask for help. Take a vacation. Maybe you're burnt out. Someone is perhaps feeling burnt out. Your divine feminine energy is crucial in creating the next phase of your life and whatever you're wanting to experience next. You need to have those moments of solitude and within yourself where you're feeling just so whole and complete, and just really feeling like you can relax, you know, even if it's just 10 minutes a day. Like I said, if you struggle with that, book a session for Reiki, and if you are in England, send me a message. I can also do Reiki for you. I also do distance Reiki, which you're also welcome to book with me. All right, my loves, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and yeah, let me know in the comments below what resonated with you. Take what resonates, leave out the rest, and I will see you in the next one.